Hi, my name is Yasmin, and my presentation will be on genetically modified humans. Genetic modification in human involves the changing of genes, and it's a way to introduce new traits that would have been natural or to eliminate undesired characteristics, and it's used by scientists to enhance or modify these characteristics. The first the first accomplished designer baby was in 2018 by a Chinese scientist, successfully modifying twin girls using the CRISPR technology to prevent HIV. Some of the problems of this is the possibility of designer babies, the loss of human diversity, and the importance of life. Another is the safety issues on the consequences leading to negative effect on the individual and for future generations, social inequalities leading to a divide between who afford it and people who can't, and the absence of consent on the fetus and embryo, leading to them not being able to give consent on what's being made to their biological makeup. One of the opponent's position is that it could treat genetic diseases from being passed down to future generations by removing the gene causing the disease, and this could link to um, better health. My other opponent's position is that it enhances human health and well-being, causing increasing health by letting them live longer. And my last opponent's position is that parents can select genes for their offspring, leading them to a healthier start in life by eliminating the disease from being passed down to other generations. And they can pick traits or characteristics of the designer babies, like physical appearance, intelligence, and other desirable aspects. The opposing side has various reasons on why genetic modification is used, and it's good for the field of medicine. However, considering the ethical issues and the possible risks to be considered carefully and to address will be very difficult. Taking everything into account, the opposition does bring up some significant points about the possibility of using genetic modifications in the future. My position is that uh, there's a violation for the child's future or freedom by forcing genetic modification on them without their will. Uh, and there's a chance that the child's right to form these identities and make decisions will be reduced, and that children who are conceived through genetic modifications will not have the chance to approve the changes made to their genetic structure, leading to long-term effects on the children. Another one of my position is that it has unintended consequences leading to changes of the genetic or mutations that could come in the future, causing health problems and complications, and these complications could be hidden and not noticeable, causing an effect on the future generations. My other position is that it causes social inequalities. The enhancement might only be afforded to the wealthy, causing a large divide between the people who can't afford it and could afford it. And it also leads to health inequalities between populations in the wealthy and the underdeveloped countries. My last position is that future generations of genetic modification in humans was started is uncertain. Once genetic modification technologies become advanced, it will be introduced and widespread, and when it becomes widespread, it shifts parents to feel pressured to genetically modify their babies, which ties back to the consent, the unintended consequences, and the social inequalities of genetic modification. It is clear that genetic modification has a lot of drawbacks, even with the best intentions, and the medical system needs to improve such that there are more benefits than drawbacks. When it comes to genetic modifications, there are a lot of different possibilities to take into account. There are various compromise for genetic modification that can benefit both sides of the argument by forcing treatments, by focusing on the treatments and the prevention rather than the enhancement of genetic diseases. Enforcing ethical boundaries, legal frameworks, and input in education, consent, and long-term monitoring could help. Although there is a genuine possibility for genetic modification in the future, there are a lot of risks to these technologies. And when it comes to genetically modifying humans, all of these are important, and the ethical application must be used to improve these. These methods will help establish a balance between the potential benefits of genetic modifications and the ethical social issues. Here are my references, and thank you for listening.